So are you okay just presenting from page 2, I guess? Does that work?
It's gonna work.
Okay.
We're gonna make it work.
Because it's crazy today. Here's a chair for you.
Thank you. How's everybody doing today?
Okay, how are you?
Doing good. Okay. So this is inspired by the Crown Act. Does anybody know what that is? Okay. I'm sorry, say
I just wanted to vote.
yeah.
Like last week, that's crazy. You said something I just wanted to vote. It's about the hairstyles, right? Like being accepted in certain workplaces.
Right, yes. We shouldn't be discriminated against for religious reasons or racial reasons for our hair and be able to wear our hair, our crown the way we want. So this is mainly for 11 to 14-year-olds. And I want to just start out with an icebreaker. And go into it. This workshop is really designed to help with appearance pressures from appearance with those that have coils and curls and waves and protective hairstyles. It's associated mostly with BIPOC communities, with Black and Brown cultures. And we're going to just do a little quick exercise. It's going to promote like really good critical thinking and creativity, empathy, and a sense of community. 65% of girls view their hair as a form of self-expression, and 50% of girls say that their hair can make them feel self-conscious.
You made all this?
I did not. This is from Dove, and this is something you can download yourself and use it, just like the one that
Like girl code?
like Girl Code, yes. And the one on my computer, I had it like where I could just click on stuff to go to it, so I didn't have to scroll. So excuse me, you guys.
Oh, it's got the icebreaker for you.
Yes. So we're gonna do like thumbs up, and this is just to see how we relate to each other. So when I say something that applies to you, you're just gonna put a thumbs up, and you're gonna look around and see, who else it applies to. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you guys have a younger sibling? Do you love to watch YouTube videos? Like ice cream? You love to dance? Like pizza? Love to sing? Thumbs up if you like to do a friend's hair. Thumbs up if you like to do a friend's hair. Okay, you by yourself. Think about changing your hair.
Like frequently?
Or just whatever, however you feel, do you ever think about changing your hair? I'm thinking about my next hairstyle right now. Like getting your hair styled by others. Like getting your hair, feel like you love your hair. That's good. Wish you saw more of your hair like yours online or TV. Wish you had longer hair. Wish you had shorter hair. Well, thank you guys for being really open. And then did you guys see some similarities between some of the likes and dislikes that you guys had? And we're going to keep on learning and exploring some hair stories in this next exercise. In the meantime, I want you guys to think about what you really love about your hair. Keep this question in mind as we move forward, and we're going to continue to explore ways that we love our hair and help your friends and peers do the same. We've identified ways in which we may be similar in our experiences. So now let's talk about hair and explore stereotypes about beauty. We will discuss how they can influence our confidence. Sometimes we see images or we might feel a certain way about how we look at our hair. I want to challenge us today to think about where these ideas may come from. What does it mean to really love our hair? I want us to think through this question as we continue. So again, thank you for being open to this exercise. This should take us just about 10 minutes and I'll wrap up for the next person to go. So the whole goal around this theme is going to be through conversation. To begin, to provide a brief overview of the workshop and explore our individual hair beliefs and understand the power of stereotypes and discuss and demonstrate how we can confidently embrace our unique hair and express ourselves through our hair in a way that we can feel confident about. So I want to see, what is your definition of, can someone give a definition about self-esteem? Like, where does your self-esteem come from? Or what does it feel like when you have self-esteem? If you want to.
You said, where does it come from?
Yeah, where's it come from?
Self-esteem?
Mhm. Or for you, where does it come from?
For me, I think it comes from a lot of things. I think it comes from how I feel about myself in that moment or that day when I wake up. I think it comes from like what my day was like and what happened. Compliments that I got from others. What I see when I look at myself in the mirror.
That's good. And then how about confidence? Thanks for sharing. Confidence. Confidence is like, positive affirming, feeling like your appearance or attributes, your capabilities, your strengths, your talents. Where does that come? Can someone share where their confidence comes from? Someone else?
I think my confidence comes from where I come from, like the way I was brought up in life. So it's like the way I look at life, the way my perspective is, that's where my confidence comes from.
So it was ingrained from you from where you came from?
Yeah.
Like a family member or?
Yeah, like you know how you get brought up by your parents and stuff, like everybody got different ways they get brought up. And I just know I always taught them never to give up, never to say I can't never do something. Like it's how I was wanting to live.
Great, thank you. Thanks for sharing. And then perfect hair. That's an image that truly does not exist, but the concept, which may be shaped by dominant hair beauty or ideals or stereotypes in mainstream culture, could that reflect or be something that we believe in ourselves or others?
Say it again.
Okay, so so perfect hair, like that doesn't exist. That's a stereotype that we may have seen, like, a false narrative of like a superior, like, just to keep it real, like, for me, I went to predominantly white schools. I graduated with 60 people. I was the only Black girl that graduated in my class. And so for me, like, growing up in, like, I graduated in 2007 from high school. Like, I didn't really see any braids until I went to college. My mom, it was a rite of passage to get your hair permed. And I had a lot of damage and my hair fall out and just maintain like that. I played a lot of sports. I don't look like it now, but I was a really good athlete. Like my team went to state and I played a little bit of basketball in college. And that was really hard to maintain, being an athlete and having hair that was permed, and complete opposite. I got locks now, complete opposite. But so I adopted like mainstream culture and thought like a Eurocentric hairstyle was something to achieve, and wore a lot of weaves. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with that at all. But that was my perception of perfect hair. But does anybody else think or could reflect that has affected them too, or you just never had that concept?
With me personally, growing up, my mom taught me that, well, she didn't let me wear my natural hair. Like, if I wore my natural hair, it was straight. It was weave with it. It was braids. It was something like that. But I never could wear like my natural curls. So growing up, when I like, oh, I'm gonna wear my natural haur, I'd be like, oh, it's time to get my hair done. Like, my hair will look a mess before you see my natural hair. And that's just how I was raised. So with that, that's all.
It's hot.
It is really hot.
So with that, I like, I'll never wear my natural hair. Or if I wear my natural hair, it's like,
Done.
I got an
Mhm.
appointment
Mm-hmm.
in 2 days.
Right.
Like, I don't ever let my hair breathe. And that's all bad, but growing up, that's how I was raised. So
I agree. Yeah.
I hope
I-
when
I was
have
told-
kids that I'll,
Go
you
ahead.
know, bring that into their upbringing.
Right.
Because I
right.
don't want it to be that way. Because I got friends, and my friends, they wear their natural hair.
Uh-huh.
And they embrace it. And I'm like, oh, that's cute.
Locked.
Yo,
I'm sorry.
and my curl pattern,
Oh, is it
I
out?
don't know what
You
my
might
curl
just need to
pattern
push
is.
the side
I
a
found
little
a
bit.
girl on TikTok, and her curl pattern is 3B,
Oh,
3C.
yes.
I'm like, that's my curl pattern. I was so excited. So, like, just having a family, like my whole family like that. Nobody would get natural hair. Like, natural curls. We call those naps.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, I'm on two sides of the spectrum. So like, as a kid, I didn't know a lot about hair. I was a tomboy. I rode dirt bikes and trick bikes, and I played football and basketball and soccer. And so my hair stayed in a ponytail. And it was like, my hair was like down my back. I didn't grow up here in Ohio. I lived in Las Vegas. So doing hair was not a thing. It's hot. It's hot. So I didn't do anything but put in a ponytail, twisted it up, put a hat on, and I was outside, the rest of the day doing boy stuff. But once I moved to Ohio and became a licensed cosmetologist, it changed, right? Because now I know about hair. I can see stuff, I can do different things. So then I got into like the natural hair care. And so like I was locked, my kids are locked, my sisters are locked. So now it's like, for me, the natural state is perfect. Like that's the perfect hair. I'm not now afraid, but that's the perfect hairstyle because one is like, yes, that's what I said.
Remember, they were like, they were
green.
and then
Yeah, I
And then
remember.
they were red.
That's why I was like,
Yeah,
I thought you just braided.
right over.
I combed them out most of the semester. Yeah, only because I'm gonna do sister locks. So I'm going back to my locks, but will you see my natural hair? No.
I think for me, growing up, it was for both sides as well. Like, I grew up, everybody in my family know how to do hair, but because I'm the baby, so it's like I was the practice dummy. So, and I still got a head full of hair. So for growing up, me was like, okay, come here, don't you bring your natural hair? Like my mom and my dad, my mom and my dad, grew up in the church. So every Sunday, it was like, you gotta pop out. You ain't stepping out, you might as well stay home. So
Right,
my
right.
mom and my sister would like stay doing my hair, but I never really had weave in my hair growing up. My mom had like that too grown, that's too grown looking. Like,
Mhm.
I don't want you gonna wear your natural hair, you gonna wear it. I had the bubbles, I had the weaves, I had the clip, all that. So
Mhm.
so like as I got older, then I started getting to like my tomboy phase. Like my mom was like, she has like something going on with her thumb, like arthritis and stuff. So she started doing my hair as much. So I did at that point, I had to like figure out what I'm gonna do, like with my natural hair. So usually staying up in the ponytail, and I played sports, I was outside,
Mhm.
I was doing whatever I was doing. And then I got to a point, I was like, okay, well now come with me a girl hair. So then I started getting my hair done again. So it's like I grew up going back and forth. And yeah, so that's right. And then I cut my hair, and then I'm growing it back out. So
Mhm.
that's why I was.
So I don't, if you don't mind, anybody that wears their hair natural or they switch it up to natural, who helped you embrace your natural hair?
I want to say you too. My mom, she's not really a big weave lady. Like
when she wear her hair, she straighten, she didn't like that. So growing up, she used to braid my hair, but like when I started maybe like trying to do my own like watch and stuff like that, I was looking at YouTube. I had an older sister, but like she was straightening. So I want to say YouTube, seeing it everywhere and stuff like that kind of influenced me. Okay, this is something that's cute, we wearing it. You know, and I was young, so I was like middle school, high school, you know, this.
So who helped me transition is certainly my Black friends. Like I said, I didn't have no Black friends in high school because I was the only Black girl in high school. But when I went to college, one of my friends, she went to beauty school. And so she was like, let me dye your hair. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, do whatever you want. And that's words you should never say to somebody in beauty school. So again, I had perm. I had like gotten perm just like the week before. And then she gave me blonde and it turned out orange. So then the next week later, we put lightener in it and then it was still like a weird color. And she put like this purple stuff and my hair was kind of purple. And then I went back and she lightened it again. And then the following week, all my hair fell out.
That's what I would.
That's what I'm saying. Like they were doing a lot of lighting and pulling and straightening.
Yeah, I think between like the relaxer and all the, and then also too, to go to blonde from having like dark brown hair, black hair, that is like, you're supposed to do that like over like 6 months, not like over a few weeks, you know? So I ended up like, I cut all my hair off and then, you guys are probably too young. India Arie has a song, I'm Not My Hair. Anybody familiar with that song? Came out and I was just playing that over and over, crying because I lost all my hair. But that's how, and then I would end up going to Wright State for a little bit, and I had some roommates, and they were really great, and they had some taught me how to do like 2-strand twists and braid outs and stuff, and I wore a little fro and just learned how to do some curly styles, and I've been natural ever since. So I think that is good too to have some, because my mom was like, are you depressed? Want me to pay to get your hair done and we can start over? We can try some weaves and I just didn't want to do that. I just wanted to embrace my natural hair because I did grow up like that, where your hair just had to be kept and natural hair was unkept, you know, something wrong with you or
it's not formal enough for certain.
Right. And then even people in my family that had mental illness, they had natural hair. So maybe that's why I associated that, you know, like my cousin with the afro, she's crazy. So
I had a question for everybody. I was wondering like for everybody who has, I don't know if there's not nobody here. You guys decided to, you never had
that is that's so beautiful.
Right.
Like so me, I went natural. So like I would say my freshman year of high school, I did a big chop where I cut all my hair out.
Oh.
And I started over. And I like grew all my hair like a little way. Like I had like a little line for like that way.
Mm-hmm.
So like have you ever had the experience where you wanted the process to just completely go natural, never to return to a
Yeah.
I've never had a perm, but my hair gets straighter than a perm because like at home I have the best stylists. So because he's able to get the same look as a perm get, I was content, and he's been doing my hair since I was little. So I never considered a perm. And when I watch videos, I can't really get with it. I've been around it. It stinks.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But I don't think I would ever. Go ahead. I'm done.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I said I've considered a perm. Honestly, I'm a really like I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like I've been natural my whole life. I colored my hair a lot, straightened it, cut into a bob, and I locked my hair. Like she said, she wanted to do lock after that. I thought about doing that too. Yeah, I want to cut into a pixie, but I know I probably got a perm. So like, yeah, I cut the perm off, cut all over. I want to do everything. That's not considered a perm. I'm going like short and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I got my pixie and it was like you gotta get a perm. So like
Yeah.
I don't know.
When
But
I
it
was
came
natural,
out
I did a
cute.
big cut. I've been did a big, but I didn't chop. I had like a number 4. I got a point good.
I just had a sexy auntie pixie.
Okay. I have to
Oh, that's
my
That is, I can see it from here.
So
Yeah.
I was just like, but I'm looking after I had kids.
Yeah.
Oh. the things you say that you probably won't even think about. I say that because I just had a baby and she's 2 weeks old today, and I ain't thinking about doing nobody's hair.
Okay.
Ever
Right.
again.
Yeah, I'm just grateful that I take a shower every day. For real.
Yes.
Now I'm being real serious. So I'm gonna wrap it up, but the whole goal was to talk a little bit about stereotypes, and thank you. You guys did a really good job of doing that. I was going to incorporate some of the things that is on this talk track, but you guys were really open, and I really appreciate it. And I know that we have someone else that wants to go as well. Do you think that's sufficient, or?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
of
okay.
course. Yeah. Who
Um,
else was, you want to go, or who wanted to go today? Who wanted to go to Wednesday? Who?
I think so. Yeah, I was.
Is that okay?
Weren't you going?
Marquisha?
Quiche.
Were you? Did you still want to go?
You want to go
today?
today or Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm working.
What's the latest? Is Wednesday the latest?
No, you can go anytime before spring break till we get through. She wants to get this shit over with.
Exactly.
That's why I was asking.
Hey, Trump, can you
Only
can you
because.
pull it up for me? I turned it in.
What week did you choose? No, I was gonna do Wednesday. But y'all do Wednesday. So I can focus on this Saturday.
Put it in here.
Yeah, I turned it in like she turned hers. I just turned it in.
Is it under?
It should be under this one. Yeah, that one right there, the first one. Front.
The internet sucks,
Nah, seriously.
And ain't no.
and I don't even know why. Okay.
Okay, I don't think I'm gonna like this.
Okay.
I think it's gonna display the way I want it to display.
I know, you can try to download it if you want. I don't know how much. Push on the download tab up top right corner.
Right?
Yep. See if that'll pop it in.
Right. There you go.
It is up there, like under downloads. If you hit download again.
Alright. Oh, alright. I just didn't want nobody to see what I was doing. So you said hit download. Okay, I see it.
Oh,
Alright. I gotta need nobody knowing I'm slow real quick.
How'd they have the internet down that long?
No, seriously. And they expect us to do.
She wants to this week.
That's so exciting.
It could be 3 boys and 1 girl, or 2 girls and 2 boys. I'm fine, whatever. She wants a girl. Big
What do you
time.
think is gonna be?
She's nauseous. I think it's a girl.
Mm.
It's like the same symptoms she had with our first girl. Same food she craves, spicy and all that shit. So no, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You got
We
it.
got
Nah, you
2
cool.
boys,
Nah, you cool with the
and they're
boys.
crazy. Yeah.
Man.
When they get older, they are the best. My boys are the best.
Okay. Nikita said that. She's like,
My
I
nigga
can
said,
have all
okay.
boys. I'm like, I know my wife wants a mix, so.
1 second. 2 minutes. 1 second.
I've heard that.
They gonna be outside today playing with balls, basketballs, footballs, soccer ball, all day long. Time to come in the house. That's how easy boys are.
I have heard somebody explain it a very crude way too, with having a boy versus having a girl. Like I don't know if it's safe for work, and it's not safe for work.
I work at school. But that's-
They said with a boy, you only got to worry about 1 penis. With a girl, you got to worry about every penis in the world.
That is true.
For real?
That is true.
That's what they said. I was like, huh?
And my
What?
girl is an adult, so yes, that's true.
I mean, mine's only 4 in June, so I'm like, that's a weird way to describe it.
That's the realest way.
But also, the boy could get like multiple pregnant at once, so that's
But they
just
don't have to come home to your house.
I mean,
That's just true, like, they're not coming home.
oh shit! Yeah, probably true, but they might have to pay child support, I guess, if they make money.
But
But that's not on me.
That's not on you.
Yeah, that's.
I know, it's
that's their-
not.
that's their-
But the daughter, that's on you.
The daughter will be living at my house.
Unless
okay.
unless they're a minor in Ohio, you would have to pass the.
Really?
Yeah.
So where your child is
They're minor.
Didn't work. Did it die? It's not working.
It's not.
It's probably because you
I know
downloaded it.
somebody-
You want to just roll it off of that?
Mhm.
You really don't.
I put real work into this. You gotta see all of it.
Oh, like the effects. and
Yes,
stuff.
yes.
The most important is engaging them. I know that effects are good. Getting them to talk. That's
You gonna
crazy.
do me like that, Trump?
I know. It's insane.
Damn.
Damn, my mind just shut down.
What age is?
Okay, hold on.
A minor.
So can I press view probably and then you do it like that?
And I go and file
Charles,
child
is she
support,
has computer?
then
All right, there you go.
All of
Look,
these
look,
computers suck.
your child
Okay,
is-
good, yes. See, you're right on time. You got 16 minutes to present.
Y'all ready?
Who's going Wednesday then? Or
Me,
Friday?
and
or whatever?
Cindy.
Okay.
All right.
Everybody picked the same day. That's hilarious. Holy shit.
Me?
Cindy just fell.
It's like a ghost was in here.
Talking about this?
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh,
Just
All right. Hey, everybody. So today I'm going to be talking about poverty today. All right. Today's objective is today I will be leading a group that shows what poverty is, resources to people who may live in poverty, and a demonstration of what poverty can look like in the real world. Oh, wait. The floor. Alright. Poverty is a state of condition in which one lacks the financial resources and essentials for a certain standard of living. Poverty can be diverse environmental, legal, social, economic, and political causes and effects. So for my icebreaker today, I want y'all to help me. I just want for y'all to help me. So we're gonna do something like I want to know where y'all from, and then what's the cost of living in your city first.
From where we from?
From where we from?
Yeah, where you from? Your city, like from your city, the city to be specific, because everybody's city got different cost of living. Yeah, we're gonna take like 2 minutes real quick. Y'all take y'all time.
Cincinnati's supposed to be affordable. That's where I'm from. Cincinnati's like affordably okay, but
What's affordable?
you could live off a social worker's wage. Yeah, you could. Single 40, yes, single and 40. Yeah. You gotta still live simply though. As if average rent is $1,500 a month, that means
Man.
$18,000 a year on rent. So that's half your money eaten up.
So, what y'all got?
That's expensive.
What's the city?
Wait, you
Detroit.
supposed to look first.
Oh, I'll tell. My fault.
She wants to do more research.
Right on God. Go ahead and get into it then.
It's probably
Yeah, because it's like when you look it up, you're gonna find different estimates. So try to do like a single household, I guess. That would be fine.
yeah.
To make it easier to cut it down, I guess. Instead
Yeah.
of doing family. So the cost of living of a single household from whatever city you're from.
I'm poor.
Man,
It's five of us.
Yeah.
Happy family.
You
All the
get-
support.
The key was getting your house and car interest rates locked in 2
It's not even
years.
in food and
that's the bills.
lifestyle.
So right, the lifestyle, I just gotta stop living.
That's not included in here.
All right, so I'm gonna share mine first. I'm from Chicago, and
It unplugged. That's what happened. It unplugged on.
me, right here.
Yep, that's it. You got it. You're good. It is a wonky ass course.
All right, so I'm from Chicago, and the cost of living that I got for a single person is roughly around $1,200, and that's without rent. That's
month.
just a month. Just so you see that.
Damn.
But when I looked up some other ones, it was kind of higher. So I kind of like rounded it to that. So yeah,
Because rent's expensive in Chicago.
yeah, the cost of living in Chicago is pretty high, highest hell.
I was watching TikTok and like they be like, oh, I live in an apartment, or I pay like $1,500, I pay like
Yes,
$1,500, like.
and then people want to live downtown on top of the skyscrapers and stuff.
Yeah,
Like
everybody got like decent views, but like
you paying for the
worth
view.
it.
Like you're just paying for the view.
They come in a little kitchen right there, and then they open it, and you put a little washer and dryer on the side. And it's like, oh my God.
I have mine.
Okay.
So the cost of living in Las Vegas for one person is $2,205 a month. And for a family of 2 or 3, it's $4,152.
You from Vegas? What?
That probably includes rent too, I'm guessing. I think
That probably don't include
No,
rent.
it said without.
Right, it said-
This is without.
Right, that's without. We talking about Vegas. Come on now.
Well, are you?
That's up there.
How much for the family for?
3. It was 2.
4,000. Still 4,000 for family of 4. Then you said for the single it was 2.
I don't
Yeah.
know how accurate this is, but, I live in Springfield, Ohio. And it says for a family of 4, with rent, is $4,150. And it says the rent has to be, I mean, I'm a homeowner, but, and my rent, I mean, my mortgage is half of the amount that this is showing for the rent, so
The rent is high.
the rent is high.
Yeah, if you locked in your rate 2 years ago, you're better off.
Yeah, the rent is high.
So what's the numbers? I'm sorry.
I'm
I'm sorry. I'm kidding. You amazed. You amazed.
I'm $4,150 for a family of 4. That doesn't seem right. It's cheap to live in Springfield.
Right, I
Including the
was-
rent or not including the rent?
Total with rent.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool. Cause
Yep.
yeah, that sounds right.
48,000 a year.
All right, so then one more thing. So, what resources do y'all? Well, I'm sorry. You can go. I'm sorry. I thought you went. I'm sorry. You can go.
Detroit.
Hi,
Right.
my name is Lakaira. I'm from Detroit, me and Morgan. So a family of 4, estimated cost is $4,105.20. That's without rent. And then with a single person, the monthly cost is $1,172.30, and that's without rent also.
So what we're roughly getting is a single household is about 15 to 2,000 a person. And that's without rent. Then a family of 4 is about 4,000 to almost roughly 5. So one last thing, what resources do you think y'all city lack though? Like,
Road transportation.
look, y'all already okay. I ain't have to get no examples or nothing.
Public
Transportation,
transport.
there's not good, healthcare, we lack, where I live, there's food, we are food desert.
Man.
Healthcare, we lack, where I live, there's food, we are
Food
food desert.
man. Nah, I already know. You say you from Springfield, so yeah. Like
The
this.
area I stay in is a food desert, but I think they working on it. They gave us a whole. I'm sorry. They gave us a Whole Foods, but it's far. No, Whole Foods is expensive.
That part too.
Say, I live like inner city. I don't think I'm in a food desert. Like, we do have like the nasty fast food around us, but we do got a couple of grocery stores that's like, maybe like a mile. And then like all the bus stops, and like, we like a lot of bus routes in here.
I think
where
we do
I'm at.
have good transportation.
So we got a decent transportation, but the roads are,
What's your transportation called?
you got,
D-Dot?
yeah, like Detroit, something.
Yeah, I gotta, also the dental health care is awful. They canceled my son's appointment, in August, and then they rescheduled him for August.
I just forgot.
Of a different,
Like-
like, next.
They canceled his appointment when his appointment was in August, and they, scheduled him, like in 2023, August 2023, they canceled his appointment. And rescheduled his appointment August 2024.
What was he getting
Just a
done?
regular, both my boys
Checkups?
getting just their teeth cleaned.
That's not right.
Yeah,
A whole
I'm sure
year?
They always got cavities. I just,
That's crazy, I never had to have it.
and it's at Dayton Children's Hospital, like the Dayton, they go to Dayton Pediatric Children's Hospital. That's crazy.
Okay, sorry guys. I forgot that I moved to Nashville, Tennessee.
Hey.
So the single living rate for one person is $3,074 a month.
Okay.
So we all done with the resources and the cost of living? All right. I had a quick little video for y'all real quick. I'm sorry.
My bad cat reputation is ruined. It's Prime Video.
I'm sorry. And the name of the video is "Why Is It So Hard to Get Out of Poverty?"
Systematic.
Imagine that you've been unemployed and seeking work for months. Government benefit programs have helped you cover rent, utilities, and food, but you're barely getting by. Finally, you hear back about a job application. You receive your first paycheck in months, and things seem to be turning around, but there's a catch. Your new job pays just enough to disqualify you from the benefit programs, and not enough to cover the same costs. To make things worse, you have to pay for transportation to work and childcare while you're at the office. Somehow, you have less money now than when you were unemployed. Economists call this demoralizing situation the welfare trap, one of the many different poverty traps affecting millions of people around the world. Poverty traps are economic and environmental circumstances that reinforce themselves, perpetuating poverty for generations. Some poverty traps are tied to an individual's circumstances, like a lack of access to healthy food or education. Others can affect entire nations, such as cycles of corrupt government or climate change. But the cruel irony of welfare traps in particular is that they stem from the very policies designed to battle poverty. Most societies throughout history employed some strategies to help people in poverty meet basic needs. Before the 20th century, religious groups and private charities often led such initiatives. Today, these are called welfare programs, and they usually take the form of government-provided subsidies for housing, food, energy, and healthcare. Typically, these programs are means-tested, meaning that only people who fall below a certain income level are eligible for benefits. This policy is designed to ensure aid goes to those who need it most, but it also means people lose access as soon as they earn more than the qualification threshold, regardless of whether or not they're financially stable enough to stay there. This vicious cycle is harmful to both those in poverty and those outside of it. Mainstream economic models assume people are rational actors who weigh the cost and benefits of their options and choose the most advantageous path forward. If those in poverty know they'll gain no net benefit from working, they're incentivized to remain on government assistance. Of course, people work for many reasons, including societal norms and personal values. But income is a major incentive to pursuing employment, and when less people take on new jobs, the economy slows down, keeping people in poverty and potentially pushing people on the cusp of poverty over the edge. Some have suggested this feedback loop could be removed by eliminating government assistance programs altogether. But most agree this solution is neither realistic nor humane. So how can we redesign benefits in a way that doesn't penalize people for working? Many countries have tried different ways to circumvent this problem. Some allow people to continue receiving benefits for a given period after finding a job, while others phase out benefits gradually as income increases. These policies still remove some financial incentive to work, but the risk of a welfare trap is lower. Other governments provide benefits like education, childcare, or medical care equally across all their citizens. One proposed solution takes this idea of universal benefits even further. A universal basic income would provide a fixed benefit to all members of society, regardless of wealth or employment status. This is the only known policy that could entirely remove welfare traps, since any earned wages would supplement the benefit rather than replace it. In fact, by creating a stable income floor below which no one can fall, basic income might prevent people from falling into poverty in the first place. Numerous economists and thinkers have championed this idea since the 18th century, but for now, universal basic income remains largely hypothetical. Although it's been tried in some places on a limited scale, these local experiments don't tell us much about how the policy would play out across an entire nation or a planet. Whatever strategy governments pursue, solving the welfare trap requires respecting people's agency and autonomy. Only by empowering individuals to create long-term change in their lives and community can we begin to break the cycle of poverty. Agency is a type of power that
So I see that we running out of time a little bit. Try where I'm at. It's too many tabs.
I have hundreds of tabs.
It's right here. All right. So I see you running out of time. I ain't gonna lie, I had an activity I actually really did want to do with y'all. Y'all think what was gonna be fun, but we finna leave. So I think I'm gonna skip over the activity.
And
and
we
go.
can do it at home. It's fine.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna just skip over the activity because I already know like it's almost 1:50 and y'all not finna stay
You
past
can email
1:50.
it to all of us.
All right.
We'll try to do it at home.
Yeah. So some of the resources for poverty would be that mostly like all our cities offer is supplemental nutrition assistance, which is known as SNAP or food stamps provides eligibility people with a benefit card used like a debit card to buy food. Medicaid, the nation's public health insurance program for local income individuals, family with limited income and resources. Housing Choice Voucher Program, Section 8, Low Income Housing Assistance, Low Rent Public Housing, Housing Choice Vouchers help people rent the modest units of their choice in the private market. A special supplement nutrition program for women, infants, children is the American Federal Assistance Program of the Food and Nutrition Service of the United States Department of Agriculture. Temporary assistance for needy families, which is known as TANF, is a time-limited program that helps families when parents or other relatives cannot provide for families' basic needs. And then to wrap up and I had a little extra slip at the end. I just wanted to know, like, what did y'all think y'all definition of poverty is? Like, what did you think what poverty was? What was your intake on it before I even did this presentation?
Low income, like straight out government assistance. Like you probably don't got your own income, you just straight out government.
Sorry.
Lucky in order to keep it, you can't really get a job.
I also think that it's the working poor. I've been there before, where you don't have livable wages, like you just work at a job and are not able to maintain to provide food or the necessities, clothes for your kids, and even the working poor. Sometimes, and most of the time, they put in a lot of hours, have a couple of jobs. Up until now, I've always had a couple jobs, 2 or 3 jobs, and just making ends meet. So,
but it's like, when will that cycle break that we don't got to work all these multiple jobs?
you go back to school and then you get a job where you can make livable wages, and you don't have to do that.
And it's a mindset.
But they keep increasing the cost of living every couple years. Like the cost of living ain't going down.
I think inflation will go backwards down.
One of the best things for me and my family is being purchasing a home. Like, not.
Locking your price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just what people pay for rent, what you guys pay for rent, and what I pay for a mortgage, and I have backyard and finished basement and 3 bedrooms and stuff. I just can't believe how much you guys are paying for rent, and I got so much more house.
I know. I think when it comes to poverty, it's a lack of knowledge. Y'all hear me talk about knowledge all the time. But that's a big part of change. And so poverty is designed to keep you in poverty. Like, no lie.
Mm-hmm.
You have to educate yourself so that you can break the cycle for yourself and what's best for you. Rich people are not rich because they have all of the money in the world. Rich people are rich because they have a mindset that they're not going to live that way. So they make it work for them.
And what's so wrong with our Black community? We try to depend on all the resources from the government and whole time that we don't even meet the requirements sometimes to even get these things. We have to lie and do all other type of things just to even meet the requirement to get the stuff that's free.
Because we're comfortable.
Right. People get overly comfortable with depending on wig.
Or mama.
Yeah. My mama did it. My sister did it. Well, I seen them do it.
I mean, she get
When
by.
not with them, and
And
I
I
tell
still
them,
at the same house, so.
yeah, I tell my kids all the time, like, their friends think that I'm rich. Literally, like, they always want to spend the night. They want to go everywhere we go. They want to do, and I'm like, no, I'm not rich. Like, yes, my son wears nice shoes, he has nice clothes, but
I'm not that parent.
I work,
Mhm.
I do hair, I drive for Amazon Flex. Like,
Mhm.
I'm out here doing stuff and I'm in school. So you don't see what like we go through to provide for you, but we not rich. So it becomes a mindset. I hate doing hair for real now. I've been doing hair since 2003. But sometimes that's just what I have to do because I work and I pay my bills, but I don't have the extra that I want to have to feel comfortable.
Yep, financial literacy
So,
is just really
yeah,
big.
it's just about education for real.
Nobody will understand your hustle but you. Like how hard you grind, how hard you really gotta go.
That was, you did a great job.
Yeah. I thank y'all for y'all time and y'all attention, guys. Thank you.
See if you can email it to all of us.
Yeah, I got you, bro.
Okay, I think you do it through
We both killed it.
Yes.
All right, let me in this truck.
Yeah,
In this.
go like that. Yeah,
All
you
right.
can end
Peace
it,
out, y'all.
yeah.
So